Good morning, students. In a previous lecture, I discussed with you about the spectra, absorption spectra, emission spectra, line emission spectra. Line emission spectra is fingerprints of elements. Absorption spectra is also fingerprint. In emission spectra, we observe the bright lines wavelength, and in absorption spectra, dark line. Now, I am going to discuss about the de Broglie principle. According to de Broglie principle, all the microscopic particles have dual character, means wave as well as particle character. If it is particle, it must have a particle character. But in addition to particle, it also has wave character. How will you justify the microscopic particle? I already told you, the particle which cannot be observed with the naked eye. 100 gold atoms, carbon dioxide molecule, proton, electron, neutron, sulfur dioxide, or 100 sulfur dioxide, acid molecule. Such particles are called as microscopic particles. How to justify? If I place a small paddle wheel in their path, it will rotate the small paddle wheel. Air also contains large number of microscopic particles. The movement of air is observed when you sit under fan, because they hit the hairs and disturb their position, and that justifies that air contains some particle which hit them and change their directions. Another is heating effect. When they strike against a stationary thing, they produce heating effect. Just you have put a hammer on the iron or the stone, some heating effect, and that justifies the particle. Ionization of particle, when they strike against each other, like in cathode rays, when they hit against protons, it changes into electrons and the protons. If the electrons from the cathode hit the sodium atom, it changes into electron and the sodium ion. That is only possible if it has a particle ionization. How I will justify these particles also have a wave character? This can be justified either by Davison-German experiment or the Thomson experiment. In Davison and German, he used nickel metal, and Thomson he used gold atom. Otherwise, the way they perform, the way they justify is similar. Nu I is the frequency of incident radiation when they strike against the metal, and here we observe the diffracted pattern, and here I used X-rays having frequency nu. Bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark. These are the concentric circles are observed, which are called as diffracted pattern. Now, instead of X-ray, now I have embodied electron beam or proton beam on nickel as per Davison, and gold in case of Thomson. Similar diffracted pattern, bright and dark rays are observed, and this justifies that the electron also has wave character, just like X-ray. X-ray has no mass, only velocity, but electron has the mass. If I use proton, they have the mass. If I bombard protons, they have the mass. So the also have wave character. This justifies the Bohr's concept. The microscopic particles possess both character, particle as well as wave character. Now, if it has wave character, then according to Max Planck, E is equal to h nu, and it has wave character, then it has h nu, and it has particle character, then according to Einstein, E is equal to mc square. This is according to Max Planck, and this is according to Einstein. Mass can be converted into energy. On equating these two, and we know that nu is equal to c upon lambda. One of the c will cancel out. We get left with only mc. Then lambda is equal to h upon mc. In a very previous lecture, I told you generally the particle have the velocity less than that of light. So I change the c by v, and mass into velocity is momentum. That is represented. It means lambda is inversely proportional to tan because lambda is equal to c. Lambda is equal to c upon nu, and E is equal to h nu, and Rg is directly proportional to frequency and inversely proportional to wavelength. And lambda is inversely proportional to mass. That I will discuss next time. Some conceptual questions. Lambda is inversely proportional to velocity. Lambda is inversely proportional to velocity. And lambda is inversely proportional to momentum. Now, frequency, energy, mass, velocity and momentum, they are directly proportional to each other, and they are inversely proportional to wavelength. Large number of conceptual questions are asked on the basis of this. I will discuss next time. Now, I would like to find out the relation between the kinetic energy and de Broglie wavelength. On the basis of this 2-3 NCERT numericals and some other numericals in the textbooks are available. Now, according to de Broglie wavelength, lambda is equal to h upon mv, and kinetic energy is represented by capital E, that is equal to half mv square. Then 2e upon m is equal to b square, then b is equal to 2e upon m square root. Now I am putting the value of b in this relation. We get this one. This is the value of b. So this comes up to e m 1 by 2. M outside is inside. Or we can also represent in this way. So E is the kinetic energy and is the mass of microscopic particle. How to justify the Bohr's concept of angular momentum using de Broglie principle? Now, de Broglie principle is the angular momentum is whole number multiple of h upon 2 pi, means lambda is equal to h upon and h upon 2 pi. And here is the angular momentum. This I have to prove using de Broglie principle. In this case, we have to assume this, that if the electron to exist in an atom, it should have stationary wave character. If the electron to exist in an atom, it should have stationary wave character. And this concept is even applied in all the modern theories. What do you mean by stationary wave? Whose ends are fixed. After each and every regular interval, you will get crest at a particular point, depression at the particular degree. So, this is nucleus, this is the abstract part, but if this is the part adopted by the electron, then you will not get the crest and trough on the same position because the ends are not fixed. These ends are not fixed. Or So this is a non-stationary wave. But in this case, you get a stationary. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4 wavelengths. It may be 3, it may be 6, it may be 7, if it is stationary. Meaning in that case, this circumference is, that is 2 pi r is equal to whole number multiple of wavelength. Like in the present figure, it is 4, sometimes it is 3, it is 7. One whole number is there if it is a stationary. And lambda is equal to h upon mb as per de Broglie principle. So on shifting 2 pi on downward side, move mb on upward side, and you get this one, which is same which is stated by the de Broglie, Bohr's theory. The angular momentum is whole number multiple h upon 2 pi, where h is Planck's constant. Now, is there any physical significance or de Broglie principle in our daily life? Answer is no. De Broglie principle has no physical significance in our daily life, because in daily life we deal with macroscopic particles which we can see. While de Broglie principle is only applicable to microscopic particles, we deal with macroscopic, MCR, we deal with macroscopic, but this principle is applicable to microscopic particles. That is why a Bongrat cannot be observed in the form of wave. Horse, bus, truck, cycle, myself too. My movement cannot be observed in the form of wave. If I throw the stone, you will not get in the form of wave. Honeybee, you will not observe in the form of wave. It is only applicable. Here is some example. Suppose a ball is moving with ball carrying a mass 0.1 kilogram, moving with the velocity 60 meter per second. Neither I nor mass is 0.1 kilogram is 100 gram, neither I nor. Let us apply the de Broglie principle. Lambda is equal to h upon mv. H is 6.6 times minus 34. I have already told you 0.2426 will not disturb the result. This is mass and this is velocity. But this comes out to be 6.6 divided by 6 comes 1.1 10 minus 34. 10 minus 34 meter. No sensitive apparatus can find out this value. Bone length is of the order of 10 minus 10, 12. When we can observe the sensitive laboratory can measure the length of 10 minus 50 meters. 10 to minus 50 meters. But this is 10 to minus 34 with no sensitive apparatus is available. Naked eye की तो बात छोड़ दीजिए, कोई apparatus भी नहीं है. And hence is meaningless. You cannot observe this ball is moving. You will observe in the form of wave. So the car or moving athlete, their mass is much higher than 0.1 kilogram. And mass in denominator, the value further reduces. And hence, it has no meaning. Now, I have seen the only particle instead of ball, electron velocity maintain the same. Maintaining the same velocity, let us see what will happen. This is h, this is mass of electron 9.1 10 minus 31. And I maintain the velocity 60. No doubt the velocity is higher, but I maintain the velocity 60. Now minus 31, minus 31, 10 minus 3. And this result comes out to be 1 decimal 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 meter. 10 minus 4 meter means 10⁻² centimeter, यानी कि 0.012 centimeter, and that can be easily observed. Means this is applicable for electron because it is microscopic particle. So de Broglie principle is not applicable for macroscopic, but instead it is applicable for de Broglie principle is not applicable to macroscopic particle, it is applicable to